And we're live.
Woo!
Hey, huzzah.
Only 6 minutes late.
We should delay it a little bit more and just come back.
Hi.
Welcome to Bardic Tales. Wow, we're kind of crooked. Hold on. My bad. Sorry. Don't you feel less vertigo now?
No.
I do.
Good. Hey, Matt. Welcome to Monday night.
Welcome to Monday night. How are we inaugurating Monday night? Yours is different.
Different. It's not different. It's just shiny.
Give it a good shake. No, don't do that.
I almost did. Look at that, though. You can see it really well.
That shows up good.
Yep. So this is not on tap yet, but Infinite Glitter is coming back. So it's one of the things that we were going to take to the festival that was supposed to be this upcoming weekend and is no longer. So we're going to make sure that it gets on tap for the weekend. So there's that.
Yay. Also, our daughter is hovering ominously next to us.
You want to show off your headphones?
Go show off your headphones.
She got new headphones today.
I'm looking at the computer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay,
Go on.
Go play, honey girl.
Yes, Peter did too.
Bye.
All right.
Oh.
Nice. All right. What are you drinking?
I am drinking Old Books. It is back on tap, finally. It is just now ready. We just introduced it, Friday? Something like that?
No, Saturday.
Saturday.
11th hour.
Oh, right. We ran out of something at the very near the end on Saturday, and I wrote up. I fully intended to write up Old Books coming soon,
Which is what you wrote.
and I figured everybody's talking. Nobody's going to notice who pays attention to me while I'm writing on the board anyway.
Apparently everybody.
Because as soon as I wrote up Old Books, I just heard a collective gasp from everybody.
Of joy.
Of joy, and then I wrote coming soon, and it was just I done wrong. Maybe I should fix that. So I just gave Courtney that look, and she says go. So I went and kegged it up, and we put it on tap, and it is on tap now.
Yes.
And it is glorious. It's beautiful. It's got that dark, caramely rich color about it. It is still young, which is to say about 2 months old.
Where it should be.
That's a good starting point. It is nicely aged. It's nicely clarified. This was my first experiment. So you'll recall Schmebulock, probably not the name, and probably not the night, but you will vaguely recall Schmebulock, which was my first foray into the insanely high ABV beers. That one clocked in at 18%?
Yep.
I think. And the plan had always been have fun with that, but then go on and take that technique and then apply it to the flagships, which was to say Old Books, Singularity, Relics, Poirot, the like. And this is my first attempt at doing exactly that. I'm extremely pleased with it.
And you weren't specifically trying to get 18% or higher.
No, not even close. Not this time. Not yet. Watch out, Sam Adams. This was
not legal in this state.
Yeah, no, sadly, 4% shy of legal in this state. This was my attempt at kind of seeing if I could drive up a flagship and still have it be recognizable as that. And so this one clocks in at 13%. A little high for Old Books, but still, I feel very recognizable as Old Books.
Yes, absolutely. And the people in the tap room Saturday agreed.
Yep, they agreed. Most of them agreed. Some of them agreed. And we apologized to them, and they had safe designated drivers and everything else.
They were not driving.
They were not driving, which is no excuse, but all the same, we that's not our thing.
Yeah.
Good question, Matt. The highest ABV for Washington is 24%.
Yep.
Beyond that, you need a liquor license. It is technically on paper in the lab possible to get just a pure yeast fermentation up to 25% with the current commercially available yeasts. But 24 is where Washington draws the line. After that, you're looking at things like distilling by some means, perhaps an ice box, perhaps actual heat-based distillation.
Is that what Sam Adams did to get their 28%?
I have not researched it, but unless they have come up with some crazy new yeast that nobody knows about yet, that's how they did it. There have been several beers over the past several years that have pushed that 28, 29%, and all of them do the same thing. They brew a really strong beer, but then they partially freeze it. It's like they put it in a slushy machine.
That's what
and
a
then
lot
they
of
strain
ice
out the
ciders.
ice, and so you get out all the water and you leave all the stuff that's going to give you a headache, and you end up with a really crazy super strong beer. So,
but ice cider's so delicious.
it is.
I need a good ice. I haven't had an ice cider in forever.
Okay, so spend a few weeks hydrating, drinking a lot of water every single day.
Yes.
Get yourself crazy, stupid hydrated, and then we'll talk.
Okay. How about if I chug
I don't want to
water?
have to take care of you the next day.
When I have ice cider, I'm fine.
Oh, it's the Perry's.
It's the
and
Perry's. It's
that get
not
you.
because of the headaches.
No.
Perry's don't treat me very well.
Perry's don't treat you well.
A little bit is fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes.
I think it was the orange mead. Really did me dirty.
Yeah.
And which is a shame because I loved that one. I could put down that stuff all night long, and I shouldn't.
It did not agree with you.
It did not agree with me, which is a real shame. Agreed with a lot of other people.
Yes.
So that's nice. Yeah, I think you're right, Matt. I think it was an Eisenbach, which is a perfectly legitimate way to do things.
It's a perfectly legitimate strategy.
It's a perfectly legitimate strategy, but pending changes to to Washington State legislation, I won't be doing that. So
we have talked about getting a distiller's license.
We have, which why not? Why not go 4 for 4?
I mean, we've got all the others.
Yeah, we might as well. Jeez. It's like collect all 4. Surely that's got to be a catchphrase. Somebody
Bingo.
Bingo. So let's get our distiller's license and just name the first thing we make bingo.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. So that's what we're drinking.
Oh.
Do we want to talk about what we were going to have at the festival next weekend? I know Matt.
Was it next weekend? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I don't know as what we were going to have is actually ready.
Well,
It's a whole new animal.
I was talking about other stuff.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's talk about that.
And we could talk about the maybe.
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about that.
All right. So I was debating between there was room for 2. And I feel like one.
You might mention room for 2 again. It just said the whole weird connection thing.
Yeah. Hi, Angela. Yes, room for 2 was. I was debating between that and another one, but I can't remember which one. And I know room for 2 is ready. So that's what I was going to bring to the festival next weekend. All of those are on tap except for Infinite Glitter. So yay! Infinite Glitter will be on next weekend or this upcoming weekend.
Weekends are hard.
Well, I still am struggling to remember that our Sunday is everybody else's Monday. Because like my teaching job, I get a lot of emails and stuff on Monday just pertaining to like what's coming up or like maybe something happened over the weekend. And so like I'll like casually check my email.
Oh no, we got for everything but room for 2. Quick recap. Health potion,
mana potion, room for 2,
Jinx,
Infinite Glitter.
Oh, okay, fair.
And everything except Infinite Glitter is on tap. Infinite Glitter will be on tap this weekend. Yeah. So anyways, hard to wrap my brain around the fact that Monday is not part of the weekend because it's part of our weekend.
Yeah. People send out emails. Why are you emailing me on the week? Oh,
yeah.
Because you're a commoner. That's okay.
We work on Saturdays.
I know. That's right. We're weird.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right. So what were you going to put on tap?
I was going to bring Old Books, now on tap.
Now on
Singularity, tap. Also now on tap. Raven Master, also now on tap.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure that was it. I was toying around with the idea of bringing Poirot, but we just ran out of time. It wasn't going to happen anyway, and it still hasn't, and so it is still not on tap.
Cane Madness.
Cane Madness I was not going to bring, but it is ready and waiting for an empty tap. As soon as Heckin' Dark blows, Cane Madness will be returning.
Nice.
So,
or one of the
tell
others.
all your friends to come in and buy
Heckin'
Heckin' Dark. Yeah.
Yeah. So the maybe,
Mm.
we're not sure that it will be ready by this weekend.
It needs to go in the walk-in.
Yeah.
It desperately needs to go in the walk-in
Well,
tomorrow.
Guess what you got ready today?
Almost.
We can talk about that later too.
So bad.
So the triptych. So dimensional scissors is tentatively what we're calling it. Is the collaboration between us and Mystic Mead, but not just like mead and beer or mead and cider. It's all three.
It is us beer and us cider and Mystic Mead, all three in one glorious, cursed, amazing, fantastic drink.
We all forgot that if you heat apple juice up, it creates pectin.
Weird.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed that?
And so we used a bunch of apple juice to brew the beer,
which smelled like $1,000,000.
Yeah.
You've never smelled anything so wonderful in your life.
Do not regret it.
It
at
was
all.
fantastic.
We just weren't anticipating.
It's like, we're going to chill this. No, it's too thick. Chill it. Okay. And did, and it worked. But
yes.
Wow, watching that thing come out of the end. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but it's at temperature.
Yep. So
ferment that jam.
A ton of pectic enzyme later. We have an actual
and one
liquid.
very nice gentleman I met who was on one of his first ciders ever, and he didn't know which way was up.
He
and
was making a cider.
I was able to point him. Here's the pectic enzyme. I'll take 15. You can have one. And he was very grateful. I really hope his cider turned out well. It was supposed to be a peach cider. I bet he'll do a good job.
Yeah. But anyway, so our goal was to go for kind of an apple butter vibe. I think we hit it.
I think we're gonna get there. Yeah. The sample I pulled off a while back was,
which I didn't get to try.
You smelled it.
Did I?
It was late. You were tired.
Well,
that may not have. Maybe I should have found a better time to share it with you.
Hey, tonight.
I mean, Bardic Tales isn't going to last forever.
That's right. Yeah. So that one probably won't be on tap this weekend, but we can hope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Matt, if you want to put a tentative maybe on that one,
write that one down as a very definite maybe.
Yes, and if you decide to add that to your post, be very, very clear. Like, this might be there, it might not. So if that's the only reason you're going to go, maybe call ahead.
Maybe think twice.
Call ahead.
Call ahead. That's the better answer. Yeah, I don't want 15 calls that night. Do you have a triptych? No. Sorry.
I would rather have that than have a bunch of people come in. Oh, I don't see it. Sorry, it didn't turn out. Or it's not ready yet. And then, have them leave.
Yeah, you're right. What do you have for IPAs?
Maybe surprise beverage.
Yes.
I'll take that.
The old MSB. I like the MSB.
MSB.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot, that would have been a good name for it.
I like Dimensional Scissors.
Dimensional Scissors is good.
All right. Do you want to talk about the building?
Yes.
You talk about the building.
The building is coming along. So, our new production facility for both of you. I'm pretty sure visiting seltzer drinker at Genus that doesn't know we're building a new production building.
Yeah,
Everybody else knows we're building a new production building, and it is
we've
coming along phenomenally. I finished the walk-in today. It is done. The AC units are in. That thing is chilling as we speak. It is gorgeous. It is a really nice place. The sheetrock is going up everywhere else fantastically. My parents have been an unbelievable help. Showing up with another truck of sheetrocks, like, hey, you saw you needed sheetrocks. I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, thanks. And then they're all putting it up and mudding and doing everything else. I mean, this building is so near functional. It's not even funny. I got the natural gas stubbed in. It is close. It is super duper close. I would give it, I'd say a week, maybe 2. And that thing is our new production building.
Yep.
So I'd say give it 48 hours. And it is our new walk-in.
Yes.
Yeah, which is gorgeous.
Yes.
It is so shiny inside. All the walls are shiny metal, and there's lights inside, and it's just dazzling and quiet and cold. And
really, all that needs to be done, you had that one line of tape that you needed to add. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely blessed parents.
For
I
kidding.
know.
Parents are the best.
So amazing.
Good parents are the best,
Yes.
for sure. Yeah.
And we are so fortunate
Oh my
to have
gosh.
2 sets of really great parents. But yeah, so you've got just that little bit of tape.
Oh, I do have to
left.
run. Yeah, I have to run one line of tape, but that's
But
okay.
then, like, to make that functional, it's really just kegging up what's in our current walk-in.
Yep.
So that you can move the cool bots, so that you
Yep.
can get temperature control in there,
Yep.
and then move stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the walk-in itself is functional.
It
Currently
is.
functional.
Yeah, the AC units are on right now.
Yeah.
They're buzzing away doing a bang-up job.
Yeah. So we're a little excited.
A little.
We're calling it Bardic the Hut, or the Hut for short.
Because reasons.
Nerds.
Nerds. I think that was some late night where we were laughing way too hard. What if we called it? And then out that came.
Somebody mentioned it on Bardic Tales.
Did they? It was probably Kaylee.
Probably.
Or
She
Luke.
has amazing ideas.
Yeah.
So I went to Old Navy and Kohl's today to get some new shirts for Mark. And he now owns, I think, because your old shirts are all now like work shirts.
They are.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
So he now owns brewery shirts and nerd shirts, because I got him one that has an AT on it that is all, its feet had been crunched under it, and it's just kind of like laying face down in the snow that says "Not today." And then I got a replacement.
The next time I go into the office for my day job, I'm wearing that.
Tomorrow
I'm wearing that shirt.
And then I got him a replacement of the Classically Trained with the Nintendo controller on it, because it's such an amazing shirt, and they had it.
And I love you.
And then just a Mario Brothers shirt. And
Straight up Mario Brothers.
And
Avatar.
then Avatar.
Yep.
Yes. Because, yes, nerd shirts acceptable very much.
Because, dang it, I've been a nerd my whole life, and I'm going to own that thing because I am
Right?
okay being a nerd, and so is everybody else. So,
Yes. You mean he needs shirts that are not brewery shirts?
yes.
Nerd shirts.
You do. It's called balance.
It is.
You
It
need
is.
balance. Like nerds and brew, which are a subset.
Well, yes.
Brewers are a subset of nerds.
Definitely.
And so my nerddom supersedes that, which is neat.
So that's extra.
That was free.
That was free. Holy. We had a teacher way back,
forever ago.
decades ago, that would be teaching and then just like go on a random tangent. Great stuff.
Yeah.
And then just like get to the end of it and that was free and go on with the lesson. It was good.
Hey, we're reconnected. Okay,
Yay.
sweet.
All right.
Gotta love network issues.
Yes. So a little bit more about the building. The garage door opener is up and running.
And so
silent.
nice. Yes, it also works on my phone.
Yes.
There's an app for that.
We've got an app. We've got the little clickies, and then we've got the keypad. And we can like program different keypads in, or like codes in there.
We can assign guests.
Yeah, so like Vince from Natural 20 washes his kegs on our keg washer, so we can just like give him a code, and that way, should anything ever happen, we can know for sure that was not Vince who tried to get in there.
Yeah, darn right. It protects everybody, but
yeah,
man, that thing is so nice. It's so whisper quiet. You can't hardly even hear it. It's all belt driven, nylon wheels. It's just
so nice.
It's nice.
We got the trench drain flush thing.
Yeah, that thing works great.
Solid.
Don't like it, you throw it on the floor and you hose it into the trench drain, and then who has time to rinse the whole trench drain? You just turn a knob and the whole thing rinses itself.
Yep.
And it's just beautiful. I've watched it work. I've actually taken the grates off to watch it work, and it's glorious to see.
It's important to appreciate your work.
It is important to appreciate your work. Yeah.
Our freezer that's going to house strawberries and other frozen fruit as well as hops is getting cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
It came from a
previous home.
Yeah.
It is very nearly up and running.
Yep.
And the thing, it's one of those that came from the era in which I was born, which means it will probably outlast me.
Yeah.
These things just kind of keep going.
Yep.
So got a freezer forever.
Yep.
You got to walk in
Found-
forever because
Yes.
it's amazing.
Found out that to get the bathroom in there isn't going to be as difficult as we thought.
God bless
that's
YouTube.
Nice. Like you said, sheetrock is being put up and mudded. Just need to get the natural gas pipes in there.
Yep, which won't be tough. It'll just be work.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. So, bless you.
I'm sorry. I'm allergic to all this success.
Get used to it.
Okay. I'm sure there's a pill I can take for that or something.
Uh-huh. There's a pill for everything these
There's
days.
a pill for everything.
And there's happy juice.
And there's happy juice.
Let's see. Events.
Yes.
Ooh. So this week. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Okay. This week is tabletop game night.
Ooh.
And it's a little bit different this week. Mark is not hosting a game. Oops, time happened.
Oops, time happened.
It tends to do that, Luke. So yeah, Mark is not hosting a game, but in his stead, one of our regulars named Brian is Plank. You've played it. I have not had a chance yet. Because yeah, you've been very impressed with it since you played. So
hilarious. It is a board game, a card-based, and the storyline is a dungeon crawl. And so you're trying to dig deeper and deeper and deeper into this dungeon to find bigger and better treasures. But at any moment, the critical moment in the adventure might occur, and you need to get out of that dungeon as fast as possible. Okay. And so the lower you get into the dungeon, the more difficult it is to get out. But the better treasures are down there. And so it's a game of how greedy are you and how risky are you and what kind of dangers are there.
Okay.
Because there are obstacles to getting both in and out. And depending on the hand of cards that you have, you can get by those obstacles easily or more difficult.
That sounds fun.
It is awesome. And I have to say, Brian, he is a huge personality.
Yes.
He's a very big personality, but he is one of the best game explainers I have ever met in my life. Every game he has ever explained to me, I have felt very clear on where do I start, what is the goal, how do we progress through the game. He feeds it to you in the order you need and at the right amounts. Brian is phenomenal at explaining games. And so I'm confident anybody could jump into this game, feel right at home, and absolutely have a blast with what they're doing.
Nice.
He's going to blow their minds.
He enjoys doing that.
He does enjoy that expression. He's a good man.
So
he's not a good man, but he's a great game explainer.
So Wednesday from 7 to 9, Brian is hosting Clank. From 6 to 8, I'm hosting Clue. So this is kind of the first time we've overlapped the games where you kind of have to choose one or the other. And I am just now realizing that I did that. So I guess we get to see how that goes.
It was Colonel Mustard.
Okay.
It will be. Time is difficult.
There is
timey-wimey.
There is an infamous game at my house when I was growing up. My parents and I played Clue once, and my dad, who was playing Colonel Mustard, I think, won the game in 3 turns. No idea how. He's just got that kind
Your
of
dad
brain.
is clever. He's a problem solver for sure.
And my mom was so upset. We've just never played since. So Colonel Mustard. Yeah. So yay, new things. Yes. So yes. We're not doing online signups because those haven't seemed to be working for people.
Oops.
Who knew?
You tried.
So we have a paper sign up. We're going old school at the tap room. You can.
We should just put a bunch of folded up notes written in crayons. Says, "Will you play my game?" Checkbox yes, checkbox no, and then just hand those out.
Yes.
Let's go all the way old school.
So you can come into the tap room.
Just slide them to people.
You can just come to the tap room and sign up. It's at the end of the bar. There's a pencil and everything. You could call us or message us on Facebook or Instagram. It's first come, first serve. So if you message me on Instagram and I don't get it for, a day, and although I check more than that, but let's just say I don't get it for a day and it fills up before then, sorry. So it's whenever I get the message.
Wow. I mean, that's fair.
How it goes.
That's fair, but it's like, try your luck. You're better off coming in and talking.
You are, or calling, because I don't want to be, I don't want the headache of like people signing up and then me getting 3 messages of, I'd like to sign up for Clue. And being
here's this timestamp that came in 3 milliseconds before you did. I'm so sorry. Blame your internet provider.
Yeah. So that's how it's going to be. It's based on when we get the message. Let's be honest, when I get the message. So
I do like Luke's idea of the tab pull-ups.
Nice.
You can just write, do you want to play this game? And then have a bunch of lizards and their tails are the tabs. Like, how bad do you want to play this game?
We want to make it easy for people. Okay. So that's coming up this Wednesday. This is also a good introduction to, we are accepting game masters to come in and host these games.
Laughing and joking aside, we try very hard for a certain culture at Bardic, a certain vibe, if you will. You could be phenomenal at gaming, but you got to fit the Bardic feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that's
some
people would call that insane, because I mean, make money, that's not hard. But Bardic has a certain feel about it that we are very protective of, and we very much like to maintain. Mm-hmm. And so we try to fit that feel. Could you bring your family in here? Yeah, probably. It doesn't have to be yes, absolutely. It is always Sunday morning clean at church. Well, it's not. I'm sorry. It's really not. But could you bring your family in here? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Is what we're shooting for. And so if you can fit that criteria, mm-hmm. and be a decent human being, it's like, are you different from me? Cool. Sit down at the table. That'd be rad. We'll have a great game. If you can kind of fit that criteria of, be a decent human being, and pretty much if you kids, that's probably fine, then we'll talk. That'd be great.
The vast majority of people who come into Bardic fit that.
I swear, like 99% of them easily. It's like they just kind of naturally fit in.
But if
phenomenal.
But if we're going to give you a little extra and let you host a game, we just want to make sure that it's a little clearer of like, remember, there's kids around.
Would you describe it as, with great power comes great responsibility?
Yes, I would, Uncle Ben. It's the Uncle Ben principle.
It's the Uncle Ben principle. That is exactly what is going on.
Yes.
I volunteer Luke to host
Trogdor.
Okay, you guys have already been through the vetting process, so the answer is yes. I don't even know what that game is.
So the answer is yes. Not this Wednesday. But maybe this might be a good time, depending on what we get, to start playing weekly too.
Maybe. We'll have to see what my counselor says about my stress levels.
Oh, you're soft.
I am. I need to shave. That's okay.
Okay.
Gillette, the best a cat can get.
I need to see that picture again. So let's say either next Wednesday or the following Wednesday for Luke for Trogdor. And I really, really want to know more about that game. Are you pulling up the Gillette cat?
Yes, I am.
He makes me so happy. Yay. The best a cat can get.
Your random, hilarious internet picture of the day.
Yes, that's an old one,
That is an old one.
All right.
Can you just imagine some cat in the shower?
Oh, do you remember the picture of the pregnant Sphinx cat? Just angry looking. Not angry, just like done.
Just
looking.
Done. Asked my 8 months pregnant wife how she was feeling, and she sent me this.
Yes. Okay.
There is something about the hairless cats that just really speaks to just about everybody.
I love the hairless cats.
Those things are good.
Okay.
If it weren't for the fact that you have to bathe them, I might almost maybe consider one.
Maybe once we're so rich, we could get a
That we
Sin's
could pay
cat
somebody
and pay
to
somebody
do
else to groom the cat for us. Okay, other events.
Yeah, so that means we're not small business owners anymore.
Other
events.
So, yes, they do need cute
Yes,
sweaters,
thanks.
which makes it so much better. I wonder if we could make little hats for this fictional cat that we're going to someday get.
You would have to make him a little black turtleneck sweater and name him Cat Jobs.
Cat job. No, because I would want him to wear other things than just the black turtleneck.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Other events. October 30th, so it's a Saturday, day before Halloween, obviously, is Halloween Boga. So beer yoga.
Bogoween.
Bogoween. Nice.
It's Bogoween. Nailed it.
So it's 11 to noon. Hour before we open on Saturday, you get an hour of yoga, then you get your first drink on us, basically. That's either a standard pour of any of our drinks or a flight of 4. It's the only time that we cut off a flight to 4 specific. And this is the fun one because you get to dress up. Last I checked, we had 3 tickets. I'm pretty sure that's still the case. Definitely want to sign up for this one. It's a lot of fun. Boga is fun in general, but when you get to dress up, it's even better.
Nice.
I need to figure out what I'm going to do for that. I keep threatening Olivia Newton-John. I might.
That's a
And
great plan. You should totally go as that person.
Not Olivia Newton-John from Greece. Olivia Newton-John from like the workout videos.
Oh, her. Yeah, no, you should absolutely.
Okay.
I mean,
I believe those are the only events that
to
we've
be
got coming
fair,
up.
I would have been okay either way.
Although
I could
actually,
sew the pants on you.
actually,
Or
with
not.
the popularity of stretchy material, that kind of pant is just kind of common wear
I mean,
these
that's
days.
fair.
So I just
That's
need
fair.
a pair of black leggings and then a black top that is like off the shoulders and a wig. It would be pretty easy to do, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe those are the only events that we have coming up. Although
Find joy in your wife. I'm just saying that.
Although
You do
we are-
you and consult with your counselor, but
Although we are considering doing either like a mini pumpkin decorating.
oh, that's
event.
right. Getting the little baby pumpkins.
Yes.
Which we couldn't properly carve.
No.
Because there's
It
nothing
would,
to carve.
yeah, it
but-
would be like we get a ton of googly eyes and like ribbon and stuff.
Nice.
So we've talked about doing that. I was also thinking it could be fun to do like pumpkin sugar cookie decorating. That one's a little bit more involved.
That that one might be rough with the health department.
I don't think
Well, if we
so.
if we just give people ingredients,
Yeah.
and it's up to them to play with their food with their own hands.
Yes.
Then
Basically, what it would
then,
look
I mean,
like.
that probably would work.
Well, basically, what it
Just
looked
because
like.
I give you your fork for your food doesn't mean you have to use it.
This
for
is
your
very
soup.
true. This is very true.
Clam chowder, just right up to the mouth.
But if we give them sugar cookies and then we give them little baggies of frosting with the tip cut off the
Yeah,
corner,
that could work.
then they can just take it and it's
Yeah.
completely disposable. So it's not like we're handing around a
what
bunch
you don't
of
use, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a bad
So
idea.
I mean, that could be it.
I feel like
but,
that would
I
make
mean-
people comfortable too. Nothing is shared. Nothing is.
Angela has volunteered to make hats for our fictitious cat. We'll let you know. Sorry. Jumping back.
Yep, that's cool.
Although I really like the idea of googly eyes.
Yeah, no, the googly eyes on the cat are a good idea.
Yes.
The pumpkins. You meant the pumpkins. Yes. Yeah.
So that one we're feeling out. That would probably be like the week before Halloween. So then you can take it home and have it as a decoration.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think
More
that's-
imminently than that, 10 days from now.
Yes.
Thursday, November, wow, you can tell how burned out I am.
Super.
September, all the burnt
burnout.
out. Thursday, the 30th of September
Yes.
is my last day at my day job, which means it is my first day as full-time at Bardic.
Full-time.
Everybody is invited to the tap room for
Yep.
no other reason than to hang out and have fun and high five, and if you're comfortable with that, and just have a good time.
There, me and the kids. Me and the kids. Well, me and Peter. Wendy will probably stay with you.
Pretty sure my English teacher's turned over in his grave. He's not even dead yet. Me and the kids.
Yes. Me and Peter will duck out for a little bit because he's got parkour that night.
Like a pro.
That's right.
Yeah.
At any rate, so Mark's going to be there the whole night, though. So come.
Glad hand or raise a glass or whatever you're happy with. And
yes.
Yeah, it is going to be. Well, sad Moses isn't on right now, but
I know.
Yeah, that's okay. But yes, so the 30th, which is a Thursday, and as a married couple and as an individual, this is phenomenal. So come celebrate something great for somebody.
Yes.
And for you, let's be honest, I'm going to be making a heck of a lot more beer now. Well, it's going to be great.
About the time that he finishes at his day job, the hut is going to be finished. So it's just going to be like all the things, all the stars align.
Yeah. Bye, guys. I've had fun programming with you. Oh, look, a new building.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep. Parkour.
Parkour. Parkour.
It's like the only scene from The Office you've ever seen.
I've seen a lot of The Office. Thank you very much. Yes, I have.
I watched it on my own, so I didn't know that you had seen a bunch of it.
That's just the scene that makes me laugh a lot because of personal reasons.
Yes. All right. Moving on to the special of the week.
Yes.
This week it is nachos with beer cheese.
Yep.
So we have decided.
Before you say to yourself, but wait, Natural 20 serves nachos. That's so rude of you. How dare you? We cleared it with them. We had a good heart to heart. They said, our nachos are entirely different. Go forth, young man. And we were happy. So.
Also, they're not serving food right now.
Also, they're not serving food right now as they make the transition. So for a 1 week special, we got their blessing because we love them and all is well.
Yes.
Go on.
So it'll be corn chips, which we'll probably get from DeLeon's.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah, because DeLeon's. Wow.
Yeah. We're going to have a small selection of toppings, which we actually haven't completely decided on yet.
You want your veggies or nah?
Yeah.
You want your meat or nah?
Pretty much.
You want spicy or nah?
Pretty much, yeah.
You want beer cheese? Yeah.
Yeah,
of course
everybody
you do.
wants beer cheese. Which beer are you going to use?
Raven Master. This is a Raven Master based beer cheese.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yep. So yeah, limited topping options, beer cheese. What more can you ask for?
I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe a beer or cider.
I mean, that comes
not a meat because that's gone.
Yes, the meat is gone, sadly.
But do hold your breath. Don't actually hold your breath. We have a lot of doctors and nurses that come in that say you can't hold your breath for that long. But there is more on the way. We are privy to some of the development going on there, and it is we're
excited.
You're gonna like it. I'm gonna like it.
I'm also in talks with Rachel from Zen Zymergist.
Very good.
About getting another kombucha.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We are back to pure beer and cider.
Yeah.
That just now dawned on me.
Yeah, the only thing we've got on right now is beer and cider, and only one of the beers is a Gust tap. So the kombucha, whatever we get from her, she sent me 5 different flavor options. So we need to talk.
Glenn just watched everything at 2 speed to catch up.
I would love to know how that was. It's so great.
You are a total pro, Glenn. I love you. That's awesome. I would love to hear how that was. That's jeez. Are we even coherent at that speed?
You speak in a pretty steady cadence. I tend to go high and fast and then kind of slow down. And
Yeah, but we have all met that person that when they've had their final drink of the evening and they do not need one more and they talk super duper fast.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if that's how we sound.
Possibly.
That's awesome.
What was I saying?
Beer, cheese, and nachos.
No, I had moved on from that, I thought.
Southern. I mean,
exactly. You came up with a solution.
That is a perfectly reasonable solution to the problem. So yes, nachos are coming up.
Yes.
They're going to be phenomenal.
Yes. I know where I was heading, I think. And if I wasn't, well. Next week's special, though, we need to decide. Oh, I was talking about kombucha.
Yes.
That she has 5 different flavor options for us that we need to discuss.
Cool.
But that will be put on deck for when something blows. So we have no idea when that's going to be on top.
Yep. So kombucha will be coming back. Mead, when they're ready,
will be coming back.
They're still getting going.
Yeah,
that's fair. And when it's available, we will be the first to order it. So,
yay! Glenn wants to do a game. Okay,
sweet.
We'll talk.
Yep, we'll figure that one out. You fit the vibe. You're
Definitely.
good. You're in.
That Luke guy, though.
No, Luke's in.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's rad.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So next week's special.
Yes.
Do you know what the weather's supposed to be like?
I do.
Because this week it's supposed to be pretty nice. We're like back in the high 70s.
Yeah, I think we even cap out at 80 on Saturday.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so going.
And it looks like it might cool down.
Yeah, going into next week, we start out in the high 70s, but it kind of starts diving down.
So that's great for nachos.
I would, I think this is the perfect nacho week. I think going into next week is going to be starting to cool down a little bit.
So maybe like a soup, or we could do the sloppy joes that Peter has been asking about.
The sloppy joes would be good. You do make a really good
tomato basil.
Yeah, you do make that. It's a beef. What is it? A beef? No, not stroganoff. It's a beef.
Pot pie.
Yes.
The only problem with that, though,
now that I say it out loud, nearly impossible to do in a tap room.
Yes, but in our tap room.
I mean, you guys feel free to be jealous. She makes a sick beef pot pie, and I get to enjoy it in the comfort of our own home.
You put Dubliner cheese in the crust, and the crust is like that.
Because
thick.
Of course you do.
Yes, it's really, really good. So what do you guys think? Should we swing towards like soup, like maybe tomato basil, or
we haven't done chicken noodle in a while.
Chicken noodle was or good. Like a minestrone, or we could swing towards like sloppy joes. So
oh my gosh. Wow.
Okay. I will go for a dry Euro game, economic simulator, but you all have to have bowling hats. Bowling caps?
Bowler hat.
Bowler hats. There we go. Bowler hats. Maybe even monocles.
Wow. Wow.
All right. So we've thrown out some ideas for special of the week. Feel free to leave comments. Minestrone right before you did.
Oh, we were threatening to do a minestrone forever ago.
Before the weather turned and got hot again.
Let's do that.
Minestrone?
Yep, minestrone.
Okay.
We have a recommendation. We have me, minestrone.
All right. We'll do minestrone next week.
Next week is minestrone.
All right.
Nailed it.
This week nachos, next week minestrone.
Wow. Where else other than Bardic?
We're weird.
We are weird, and I love that.
Yes.
All right.
Let's see. We've done what we're drinking. We've done a building update. We didn't really talk about what's on tap now. Well, I guess we did because we covered what was coming up.
Yeah. We kind of got
that. We talked about events. We talked about special of the week. I think we're down.
General quick side note. This is kind of one of those informative apology type deals. We have plenty of growlers and whispers left. If you want grunts, please bring your own.
Yep.
Sorry, our supplier has dried up a little bit. They will probably have some more shortly, but for the time being, no grunts.
Yep.
So feel free to bring in your clean grunts. Or just get a growler. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
2 whispers too.
Two whispers. Yeah, I won't tell you how to live your life. So
Yep.
That is the status of glassware. So
Yep.
I think that's pretty much
Random recommendation now.
yes.
Ooh, are you ready?
I am, but you feel free to go first because I
go.
know you won't pick mine.
Go for it.
My random recommendation of the week is the brand new remastered Myst game. So Myst came out forever ago. It was an absolutely gorgeous puzzle game. You started out the game with no instructions, no clues. It was just, check it out. Here you go. Here's a picture. And you hoped to click on things, and you tried to find your way. You tried to stumble your way through this world, and eventually you solved puzzles, and eventually you pieced together a storyline. Fast forward several years, they remastered it a little bit. It looked prettier. It was still basically the same game.
That was the 10th anniversary.
Yeah, it was still basically the same game, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Fast forward a few more years, they turned it into an actual 3D first person. You got to walk around and enjoy the game. It was super duper cool. It was still, early 2000s, whatever. Fast forward to today, they have completely rebuilt the whole game from scratch. It is what you remember. It's like DuckTales.
Yeah.
It's like everybody remembers DuckTales. Such an amazing show. It's so super duper cool. And you go back and watch it, you go, wow, that kind of sucked a little bit. But then you watch the remake of it. It's like, that's what I remember. That's what I remember. Yeah. That's what the remake of Myst is. It's what you remember. And so there's like birds flying to the sky. Ooh. The grass all waves in the air. Everything is photorealistic.
Maybe we should play that, and then I should maybe actually finish Riven for once.
I mean, we do have a date scheduled for tonight. I'm just saying.
Legos over here or Myst.
How are they supposed to vote? Did they just type out?
Yes.
Just type Legos or Myst.
No, they do this or this, and we
can't see them. They literally have to type words. L or M. L for Lego, M for Mark.
Yes.
And
I finally finished one of my Lego sets from my birthday. I'm so excited.
So cool.
I meant to say that we should put it up there instead of the plant.
Oh, 100% of people so far say Lego, so I guess that's what we're doing.
Give them some time. All right.
Anyway, that is my random recommendation of the week. That was the first. Here comes our son to the rescue.
The kids helped me build this one.
This thing is ridiculous. It is huge and beautiful and
amazing.
Yeah.
Myst, but wait, Lego. Glenn, I still love you as a human being.
And see, the cool thing about this, you can see on some of the, it's got the summer foliage, but it's also got fall because you can transition between the two. Thank you, Peter.
Well, I see where our public lies.
Lego.
I guess I know what our date tonight looks like.
I mean,
a whole bunch of Legos, and then you fall asleep while I play Myst.
That sounds like a really great plan.
Done. Nailed it.
All right.
All right.
I have to be awake in the morning because the kids start school tomorrow.
What time?
They start school at 11, so it's not super early. But
okay, cool. So we can easily stay up to 3?
You have to start. You have to do school or not school work. You have a job still.
Okay. 2.
I found out about 2 hours ago that the kids could take more classes than what they had originally been allotted. And so school starts tomorrow instead of Wednesday.
Glenn, normally I would agree with you. Myst doesn't typically feel like a 2-person activity. But in our specific case, we have a lot of very fond memories from our early marriage and those early Twilight years where it's just like, oh, nothing you can do is wrong, and you're beautiful at all times.
We realized,
she said to me.
We realized that we're humans and we kind of suck sometimes.
We kind of suck a little bit, and we would go down to the clubhouse at our apartment. Yep. We would get our Diet Pepsis.
Yep.
We would sit back in our couch when we were rich enough to finally afford one.
Yep.
Prior to that, it was a blanket.
Which we still have.
And one of us would play video games while the other one sat back and went, man, you're doing such a great job of playing that game. I love watching you play that. And so for us,
puzzle games, we work them out together.
Yeah, puzzle games, we work out together. So for us specifically, the idea of one person playing and the other person going, yeah, or is actually a very, very dear memory for us. So Mist would work for us.
Yeah.
Probably not for other people, but
we're weird.
The Witness, that was some date nights.
See, that was fun. So the
I love
Witness
that. We need to polish that
We
game
do.
up. It's one of those where we finished the game, but there's like
still stuff.
there's the 100% achievement that you have to get through.
But the Witness is fun. You encounter a lot of screens in the game, and you have to, depending on various environmental aspects, you have to solve the screen. And so we would get to a new screen, and I would bring out my phone and take a picture of the screen, and I would sit there and like try and draw and figure out what the solution was, while Mark was sitting there with the controller in the game trying to figure out what the solution was. And it was kind of a race to figure out who would get it first.
We did have one counseling session where I finished it so early you were a little upset at me.
One counseling session?
I mean, it was worthy of a counseling session.
I get it.
It's like, okay, let's solve this problem. Done. I can't help it. I'm smart on this exact one puzzle. I suck at all the others, but I'm really smart at this one. I don't know what to tell you.
I never would have finished the auditory ones.
That's fair.
Never. There's some of the puzzles you have to hear different tones and pitches.
It's kind of like in Frozen 2, the difference between and
right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I
don't have, I'm not super tone aware.
Tone aware. Love it.
Yeah. So I relied heavily on him for those.
So that's my random recommendation of the week. Let's see if yours can spawn this kind of conversation.
Probably not. Okay, so my random recommendation of the week is Passion Planners. Sounds so lame after yours.
I mean, it depends on where your mind is at.
Yeah, it's not that kind. It's a daily or weekly planner system. Are you proud of yourself?
I am so proud of myself. Please, beloved, continue.
Should I?
Is it a twice daily planner? Sorry. But not sorry. Continue.
How many environmental puzzles did you find? A million of them. I literally have no idea how many we found.
Yeah, I don't know. There are several little obelisks, which if you haven't played the game will mean nothing to you, and if you have, will mean everything to you. I would say for each obelisk, we managed about half to 2/3 of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So however many there are. Like half. 2/3 somewhere in there.
Half to 2/3.
Because they're almost all environmental.
Yeah.
Anyway, so planners, as in like I need to schedule my life because craziness and like people expect me to be someplace at some time.
What?
Yeah. I've actually bought the planner before. It's really nice. It's like a faux leather cover, so it holds up. Like I kept it in my purse and it held up really nice. And they have all sorts of different covers that you can get, and they have different layouts. So some are for people in school, some are like weekly, and they can start on Sunday or Monday. Some are daily, which is the one that I had. So you can plan out your day like very, very meticulously if you're that kind of person. But then they have a lot of like fluff. It's things like, write a section to write like what kind of good things happened to you that day or week, and like they always have one section that's the section for infinite possibilities, and it's just blank, which I love that title for that.
That's awesome.
All sorts of different things, but they also have a bunch of free downloads. So like right now I'm just printing off the Monday through Sunday calendar, weekly spread for us each week instead of buying the book, because then I can just lay it down on my desk and the kids can go look at it and know when we're planning on doing homeschooling versus when they're going to their on-site classes. And I've got it all color coded. So if you see Jim in pink, then that's Courtney's going to the gym at this time. Or if there's a big block in blue that says SSS, that means that's when Mark is working his day job.
For 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks. That kind of stuff. So it's super cool that they have the free downloads. They also have like a book tracker and like a weekly like mental check-in kind of thing. All sorts of stuff.
You just write, the whole way.
One of the artists I follow on TikTok went around her house and was promoting other artists, basically saying that like there's all these pieces of art that she's bought from fellow artists. And one of them, and I started following this TikToker merely because of this painting that this other woman had. And it was about this big, so like a little square canvas, and it had, I think it was a puffer fish that had been all puffed up, so they like the mouth is open and the spikes are out. And the entire background is blue with the fish. And so it was just this screaming fish. And I really want that piece.
Will you please send me a link to that, because I will 100% buy that for you out of love.
She already bought it.
I mean, there have got to be prints.
Maybe there's a print. But yes, that is a mood. Absolutely. So yeah, Passion Planner, it's a fantastic company. They do charitable giving kind of stuff. It's a woman-owned business. She started in her garage, her parents' garage. She rented half of her parents' garage from them to help them.
Props.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And so, yeah, it's a really fantastic company and really fantastic product. I've been super impressed with everything that I've gotten from them. So it's my random recommendation of the week. And it's kind of how I've been surviving the past month or so.
With screaming pufferfish.
Yes.
I feel like you need a poster of that. I feel like somebody needs to make you a poster of that if they cannot buy a print of the original.
So my parents gave me some money for my birthday, and I've just kind of been hanging on to it, not sure what to do with it. And I finally decided that I was going to buy some art from just other artists. And it's kind of vaguely related. I didn't get a screaming fish, unfortunately.
Fair.
But there's this artist I follow. She does these really intricate paintings, but they're super geeky. So the one that I got was an AT-AT that was just curled up in a little dog bed with his like BB-8 chew toy. And it's the cutest thing. And there's another one that's very similar, but it's by a Christmas tree and there's stockings. And I think I might get that for myself for Christmas.
You should 100% make that your Christmas gift to yourself.
But she's got bunch of Star Wars and Harry Potter and Marvel and DC and just some Lord of the Rings, just random like geekiness. So I'm just really excited about that one. That should have been my random recommendation. Buy art from people. We've got some really fantastic stickers at the tap room by a local artist.
You should 100% get those things. They're great.
Do I have any of hers on my water bottle? I don't.
You need to fix that like right now.
I'm pretty sure I've got some on the back of my laptop. Yes, I do. That one right here, right there is hers. So it says thankful. But she's got like some D20, like rolled to it, 220, and there's a roll to 1, and then I think we've only got one more. It's a donut that says "Feelin' cute." I'm so happy. So,
and maybe tattoos.
Yeah. Yes.
Wouldn't that be a fun Bardic Tales? Also, guess what we got?
Yes. Well, we decided where we're getting them on our location on the body.
I was going to say, I've decided where I'm getting mine. I don't know about you.
I told you, and you said, "Hey, that's the exact same place I was going to."
You see, I was talking about like
location.
Yeah, which artist?
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
I figured mine out.
Ah.
Anyway,
so
I feel like that's pretty
late.
good. We've. that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. If there's anything we've forgotten, or if you just want to recap, come on in and find us.
Yeah. Yeah. As always, we appreciate you guys so much. We love all of you, and we are so grateful to you guys for letting us do our dream.
Letting us be us, and that's somehow okay.
Yeah.
So, see you guys next time, if not sooner. Bye. Now I gotta hit the button.
Hit the button.
No, it's weird. I'm trying.
Weird. It's
trying.
getting
It's
weird.
small.
Getting
okay.
weird.